Hello and welcome to Maple Syrup Blood Money. I am your host, Kyle Carty, and joining me, as always, is the mysterious Black Hood to my Nancy Drew cryptogram book,
Noah Carden.
Hello, Noah Carden. Thank you so much for joining me on this illustrious podcast, voted by the what is it? What's the podcast award? Voted by the Webbies as the best podcast on the internet. Don't look that up, but it's true.
Yes, totally true. 100% true.
Why would we lie?
Why would we lie?
They said it's very approachable.
Extremely. The most approachable.
And also of the highest quality, with no audio hiccups or literal hiccups. Hi, I'm Noah Carden, and this was Archie episode 37, and it was called Into the Mist. Noah, what was the actual?
Oh, hold on. Let me.
You have one job in the beginning of the episodes, Noah. I can't work under these conditions anymore. You're fired. I'm fired. Someone else can take the show.
This was chapter 33, Shadow of a Doubt.
Nope, I wasn't even close. I was off on almost all fronts, actually. Didn't even get Shadow right. This episode was okay. No?
Yeah, it was all right. I'm sorry. I was actually looking at. We have two reviews and 6 ratings on iTunes. I got distracted.
Thanks.
Apparently they're from like January, so we
hey
dropped
January.
the ball on that one.
Thank you, January.
That's not the person's name.
I'll have to check them out after this. Yeah, this episode was all right. Like
it was okay.
It's a lot of padding at this point. I feel just a lot of filler.
Yeah, it's a lot of filler to get to like who is the Black Hood.
Is it Hal?
I really think it is.
I can see the arguments, but like at this point, do I even care?
That's another thing. This has been going on for so long. It's kind of hard to.
Yeah, and like they gave us it's Hal so hard these past 2 weeks that it's just like, okay, if it's not Hal, then I don't care. Who fucking gives a shit? It's the sheriff. It's Archie. It's a shape-shifting Dark Betty. I don't care anymore.
I mean, I would be down for that. I think we both really would be.
Okay, I take it back. If it is a shape-shifting Dark Betty, then I'm 100% back in this fucking show, and I'm ready to get into some magical hijinks.
Yeah. We do only have 2 episodes left, so I think it's going to be like last season, where we get the wrap-up next episode, as far as the Black Hood,
and then we get the everyone
the
back
epilogue.
To normal. Yeah. That'd be nice. It'd be a nice way to end my fucking tenure with Riverdale. Oh my god.
Oh man. All right. So
this
episode.
So this episode, what do you want to do first? Do we want to do? I want to save Archie's plotline for last because like at least it was funny-ish in parts for me.
Okay, that's fine. We can do that. Veronica, I guess.
Yeah.
I think she has like the least amount of stuff going on.
I agree. Veronica's plotline does tie into Archie's plotline, so fuck it. Let's just get my funny joke out of the way that everyone else is fucking expecting if they've ever heard me talk about this. Hey, gang. So in the episode, Veronica is like, I got $1 million and now I'm a rare mob wife. And they're like, her parents are like, we've brought young hot boys, young studs from other mafia families for you who want to court you like you're a piece of meat or a commodity, which is not cool.
It's not a great sign.
And Veronica's like, yeah, sure, fine. So like we get another Archie cuck plot line, and like At first, I was like, these cuck jokes aren't funny, Kyle. Like, you shouldn't make them. It's not funny. And it's kind of a stretch. But, like, every 2 episodes, we do get a plot line of, like, someone kissing Archie's girlfriend in front of him to make his boner very confused. Fucking, like, the worst NTR plotline of all time.
Which was, like, the last episode, I think?
It has been so many cuckoldry plots, like, with, like, light themes of cuckoldry, that at this point, I do genuinely believe that someone on the writing staff has a cuckold fetish, because it's not a coincidence anymore. Like, once is whatever, twice is a coincidence. The 5th Archie cuck plotline is fucking by design. I'll die on
One
this
of them
hill.
was Jughead.
One of them was the classic best friend plotline.
Oh, God. Yeah.
So, like, Archie has to be around while his girlfriend is while dudes attempt to, like, seduce his girlfriend.
Yeah. Yeah. He's, like, in the booth with one of them.
And she kisses Archie in front of the other guy, which, like, I guess is an attempt to, like, relieve his anxieties about the situation. Yeah. But still, he is physically there, and the word we are using is court.
Yes. And I just remember that both Veronica and the, like, mob guy are both drinking, like, milkshakes, and Archie is just drinking, like, coffee. Like, he's just so tired of this crap.
You would not believe the fucking day I've had. Like, it has to be on purpose. Like, Noah, I know I wanted to keep this episode tight, but, like, it has to be on purpose, right? And again, like,
it's like the big thing nowadays.
If you're into cuckoldry, that's fine. I'm not attacking your way of life. But, like, the fact that it's in my Riverdale so frequently is kind of funny to me, and that's where I'm at with my life right now. It's one of the few things that brings me joy in Riverdale.
I can't not think of that one Casey Green comic.
Casey Green did a cuck comic?
No, but it's about, like, keeping your fetishes out of things that you do.
The Wizard?
Yes.
Yeah, fucking... Honestly, I know last week when we were talking about the cuckoldry plotline, I did send you that Oh Joy sex toy webcomic strip about, like, their cuck comic, which is fucking hilarious. Like, again, live your truth, but that comic is super fucking not, like, other strips of the comic are fine, but that specific strip is a goddamn shit show, and I love it.
Oh, man.
All right, enough of Archie's cuckoldry. Veronica's like, yeah, we'll make a casino with you. And then Hiram's like, oh, no, you won't. And that's Veronica's plotline. I wish it was... Oh, wait, there's another thing, but that ties into Archie.
When she goes to Archie's place.
Yeah. It ties into Archie and, like, the debate.
And we get a song about trains.
Yeah.
Yep.
That covers it as far as I'm concerned. Did I miss anything?
No, that's literally it. She has money, and then her dad won't let her use the money to build a casino, so
an illegal casino run by criminals in Riverdale. Hey, Hiram, I don't say this very often, but good call.
Yeah, that was probably a solid business decision there.
You do other garbage in this episode, like manipulate young boys, but good call, actually.
Does Hiram have his own plotline this episode, wherein he uses Reggie?
Yeah, Reggie has his own mini plotline, which is Reggie got a gun.
Reggie got a gun this time.
That's basically it.
I actually didn't mind Reggie's plotline because it's making Reggie a bigger character, and that's kind of a thing in the comics. He's supposed to be Archie's rival. So, making him a bit more important seems okay to me.
I don't disagree. He's certainly something. And by something, I mean a rich piece of garbage with anger issues. I have no sympathy for this rich boy.
Yeah.
Boy, howdy, that finale is just, I have so many issues. So, the Archie plotline, let's just get that out of the way, because I guess the Jughead plotline is probably the only one that matters.
Yeah, it's sort of there's the Betty plotline too, but it's not.
None of that had any resolution. As far as I'm concerned, that plotline doesn't exist.
That's fair.
So, Archibald. What happens to Archibald?
Archie is going around house to house looking into men's eyes.
I mean, as a queer person, Archie, that's gay as shit. That's gay as fuck, dog.
But yeah, he's looking for the Black Hood, and then Hiram Lodge is like, hey, you're doing like this whole needle in the haystack thing very wrong, my son.
Let me teach you, boy.
Yes. So he's like, hey, why don't you get the Dark Circle back together, and then you can just go beat up people until you find them? I'm not really sure what his thinking there
Yeah,
was.
I don't... Because, like, they don't know what the Black Hood's eyes look like. I think Hiram's just like, Archie's a fucking idiot. I can get him to put this volatile group of teens back together for my nefarious purposes.
Yeah,
Also,
pretty much.
Noah, am I being punished? Like, with the joy that I took from Shirtless Boy Army, am I being punished with the Dark Circle?
I think so.
Because they're so fucking boring and cringy and just...
Yeah.
I don't even like that word. But, like, every time they're like, oh, the Dark Circle, a group of local rough boys. Like, I'm just like, fucking skeleton, please leave my body and go away.
Yeah. And they don't even shoot, like, ice blasts or like, ropes with, like, hooks on them to, like, get over here and stuff. They just kind of...
They just sort of
stab some tires.
Yeah, they stab some tires at a known gang den, which to me, pretty sure that they would have a lookout. Just gonna go ahead and say, what's their lookout up to? Probably fired now.
It was probably Fangs, and then...
Yeah,
well,
probably.
Fangs is in jail now, so... Yes,
Fangs Fogarty is in prison, which will be the Jug storyline. So the rest of Archie's story is like, he's like, oh, Hiram's a scumfuck, so I'm gonna slowly distance myself from him and get back on Team Dad, which is fine because Fred Andrews still a pretty decent dude. And then they have the debate.
Yes, they have the debate.
They have the debate, and then the Black Hood shows up, and we're like, is it Hal? And it's like, maybe. That's a plot line for later. And the Black Hood starts shooting nothing, really?
Yeah.
He starts shooting at nothing.
See,
a lot. He shoots a lot.
He does.
And he doesn't hit anything.
No, he's very bad at it.
I think that Hiram hired that person.
I think he did too, and I think it could be Dilton Doily. I thought about this earlier.
Fuck, like, that's super actually solid. I'm 100% on board, dude.
Like, because what other person in Riverdale is known to, like, use guns a lot? And it's Dilton Doily.
And, yeah, would know the fucking secret layout of... Also, what a bad sheriff, right? Like, it's your first day on the job and there's a potential mass shooting and you didn't, like, check the roof?
Yeah.
That's like, to me that seems obvious, and like, I know that a lot of police officers are incompetent, but this is some like, had to be intentional level incompetence.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, I think Hiram hired this guy, this Black Hood, to cause a scene.
This teenager, this volatile teenager.
Yeah. I'm
sold, dude. It's Dilton Doily. I'm with you on that. That makes perfect fucking sense to me. It checks out.
Oh, there you go.
And so no one gets shot.
Nope.
Hermione,
but everybody's shaken.
Yeah, Hermione cries, which is justified. Like, I get it. You were just shot at. That's terrifying.
Oh, yeah. There is that one part in Veronica's plotline, like, when Hermione is crying, that, like...
Hiram's like, no, we're not withdrawing.
And Veronica actually, like, stands up to her dad and is like, hey, you're being a bastard.
You're being a real bastard, man. And then he's like, fuck you, mija. And she's like, all right, dickhead, I'm going to go build a casino. And then he's like, no, I have your money. And then she goes and she makes a sex with Archie.
Uh-huh. After telling, after telling his dad that she supports him.
Dad, I support you. Now I need your son to support me.
I for sure thought Betty was going to see them through their window.
Could we not with the cuckold and cuckween plots, Noah? Could we not give them ammunition to fucking use?
I for sure, because they positioned themselves like directly in the window, and I thought it was going to be like this whole thing, and then nope, never mind.
Betty is occupado.
She's got that Grunderbus again.
She's got the Grunderbus.
Like you said last time, I don't think I've ever
It's the best.
Yeah, it's the best part of the show.
It's my favorite character because it's done nothing wrong.
That's true.
And every time it shows up, I feel joy.
I don't even think anybody shot it yet.
I'm trying to think back, and I don't.
I think it's still fully loaded. I don't think anybody's actually fired the Grunderbus yet.
Well, the Grunderbus only has 6 bullets, so once any of those 6 bullets can kill anything, but once those 6 bullets are gone, that gun falls apart. It turns to dust.
Yes.
So that's Veronica. That's Archie. Archie's back on Team Dad. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
And again, gang, we're moving fast, but these are some trim episodes.
Yeah. This is about all you really need to know.
Do you want to do Juggy or Betty?
Let's do Betty.
Okay, I can abide by that because
Whoa,
Betty's
dark Betty Bamblin.
Yeah, so Betty's like, I fed chick to the Black Hood, and the parents are like, oh heavens.
They're surprisingly okay with it.
They're sort of chill with that, which is some.
I figured at least Alice might have freaked out a little bit, but no.
She did help a stranger kill and hide a corpse.
Yes.
So I get it, but I'm not sure if it's a great look or if it's a terrible look. You know? I don't know if I like it or hate it, which I guess means by Riverdale standards I like it. So
yeah.
I enjoyed it at least. And she's trying to angle Hal. That's the dad, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Halford, to be like, I am the Black Hood, actually, daughter. It was me all along. So, was I drunk, or did we see Hal have the green eyes of the Black Hood?
Well, we saw a close up of his eyes, and he does have green eyes, but whether or not they're the same ones as the Black Hood is kind of hard to tell without both the hood on and the Archie vision where he flashes back to every time he looks a person in the eyes.
Yeah, because from what I remember, what I've seen of the other Black Hood, the original dude, I don't think it was actually the same actor.
Probably not.
Who was under the hood. So I've been sort of judging bone structure and shit. Mm-hmm. But that ain't gonna cut it because this is Riverdale and that's too advanced.
Yeah.
So she's like, Dad, you did it. And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And so she does this whole investigative plotline with Cheryl sort of there.
Sort of. Cheryl's just kind of hanging out. She's got nothing better to do.
She's like, all right, sure, I'll help.
Dear cousin.
She does call Betty dear cousin a lot. Which I'm not sure if I love or hate, so I guess I love it.
Yeah.
Because it's just oh, don't worry, dear cousin, you're playing with fire. It's that's kind of on the nose, Cheryl. Your mom was just incinerated.
She's got some creepy vernacular going on.
It's weird. She's Cheryl's weird, and she has some family issues, which I think is just like extensions of how terrible her family is.
Mm-hmm.
I hope Cheryl doesn't get got. I doubt she will, but hopefully her mom does. That'd be fine. I'd be cool
that'd
with
be
that.
great.
That'd be fucking lovely. But if they kill Nana Blossom, then I'm upset because that sort of isn't fun because she's fun.
Okay, so when Betty is confessing to Hal that she thought he was the Black Hood.
Yeah.
She mentions Cheryl, and then Hal also says Cheryl, like, inquisitively.
Cheryl?
So I think that kind of, in my mind, it kind of points to him going to
Cheryl.
Yeah.
If it's not fucking Hal, I don't care. I could not give less of a shit about the mystery box you have constructed, J.J. Abrams. It is a boring box, and I do not care what's inside anymore.
Yeah.
Fucking the Black Hood could be a pile of snakes that have gained sentience. Actually, that would be tight. It wouldn't have been foreshadowed properly, but it would at least be interesting.
Oh, it wasn't, huh? And then we flash back to all the scenes of snakes.
Actually, I was going to be like, there's never been references to snakes on Riverdale, but there's a whole fucking gang of them.
There really is.
That would be tight if it was like a tulpa created by the Serpents. All right, I take it back. Give me the mystery box. Let me throw out whatever rotten garbage you have in it, and let me stuff a bunch of snakes in it. That would be tight. I take it back. And so they break into Hal's like Airbnb or whatever the fucking Let's Potato Chips version of Airbnb they call.
Sharebnb.
Yeah, okay. Just whatever. Who cares?
Yeah.
Like, just fucking call it Airbnb. I know that they're not giving you money for it, but just you are harboring a serial killer in it. And they go there and they find the Nancy Drew code book that was used way back in Arc 1 of this season.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, this is the book the Black Hood used. Oh, God, my dad's the Black Hood. Okay, maybe. And then she confronts the dad, and the dad's like, it was a gift. I was getting it for your birthday. I'm your dad. Like, I saw you read this book all the time, and you're older now, and I thought it would be a nostalgic gift. And then she calls him and is like, meet me at the place where it began. And then she goes there with a bunch of evidence and a gun and waits for Dad to show up. But then the Black Hood shows up at Cheryl's house.
And then it's the end credits.
That's the end credits. Hey, Cheryl.
Run.
Do you know, before that, have you ever considered using the peephole at night? When a potential John is coming into your house just to check if they're not, like, super fucking drunk?
Yeah.
Like, you got that peephole. Maybe use it.
Is Penelope there or not?
Is Penelope the Black Hood?
Possibly. She uses her residual archdeacon magic in her left arm to transform herself into the Black Hood.
Fuck that, actually. That's tight as fuck. But how about the Archdeacon is the Black Hood? She, like, metamorphs and turns into a very buff man.
But isn't she Cheryl from the future?
Yes, and that is why the Black Hood is also Cheryl. I mean, it'd be more interesting. Hey, we need to start a letter writing campaign to WB, to Warner Brothers. You guys need, all of our 2 listeners need to write to WB and tell them to hand over the names of the people who suggested an Archie time travel story. So that way we can talk to them. Like, we need to campaign for this one because damn it, that would be great. Thanks, listeners. I know you'll do it for us, our unreasonable request. That's like it for okay, so Betty's plotline. TLDR, nothing happened.
Yeah. There was when the Black Hood is shooting at the auditorium, we do see the Black Hood and Hal in the same place at the same time. But like you said, it's Stilton Doyle shooting, dressed up as the Black Hood.
100%. Or maybe it is Spider-Man, because we've never gotten a picture of Peter Parker and Spider-Man together, Jonah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's that. Like, Jughead?
All right, yeah. So Jughead and the Serpents.
I kind of enjoyed this arc.
It was okay.
Like, this arc was, of all of them, I mean, except for the absurdity of the cuckoldry, which is always funny to me, because it is just, like, teenagers cucking each other, and that's some next-level shit. This one, at least, was interesting and, like, engaging, and I was like, okay, I enjoy the stakes. They feel relatively realistic. Right up until the last 3 minutes.
Yeah. So, Fangs Fogarty confesses to Jughead that he was seeing Midge behind Moose's back. And they're all, like, freaking out because if the people of Riverdale see the footage of him in Midge's dressing room before the start of the musical, they'll come and, lynch him. So, of course, all of that footage gets out, and Fangs is taken into custody. And
they find a knife on him.
Yeah, they find his switchblade because, of course, he has a switchblade because he's a 1950s gangster.
Can we also talk about how fucking, like, Reggie is a fucking idiot, right?
Yeah.
Reggie's like, you probably used that knife to kill her. It's like, did you not see, Midge, dude? Did you not see all the other things that were stuck in her?
Yeah. Yeah, like, God.
You big dumb idiot.
Kevin is kind of an idiot this time around, too. Like,
dude, I have told you, it is the curse of exposure on Riverdale. The more the Riverdale writers touch you, the stupider your character becomes.
Yeah.
They have permanent int drain on their touches, like on the writer's pens. It drains the intelligence directly from the characters.
Yeah, like, it's not a good look. I don't know if Kevin was there when the Bulldogs decided to, like, trash a bunch of motorcycles or not, but, like, it's not a good look, Kev.
He fucking better not have been. Don't do my boy like this. Don't, like, kill one of the only other characters that I've liked that is still alive in this show, Riverdale. Please don't do that.
Yeah. So
what happens next?
So Jughead goes and gets Attorney McCoy.
Nice to see her back. I don't know why she's helping the South Side, but it is nice to see her.
Yeah. And she well, first of all, Jughead keeps calling her Attorney McCoy, and I don't think you just refer to a lawyer as attorney last name. Like,
I think it's like chef. Like Gordon
Yeah, chef.
Ramsay, if he was an attorney, you would say Attorney Ramsay.
yeah.
I don't fucking... I think Jughead just doesn't understand how things work. Again.
No. Again, everybody in the show is like 15, so...
Yeah. Just say Miss or Mrs., dude.
Yeah.
Whatever her preferred.
So they get Miss McCoy to represent Fangs, and after some finagling, they get it so that he's going to be released at like midnight on like a couple days into the future.
And this information goes out to the public. Well, also it's because they can only hold Fangs for 24 hours unless they charge him.
Yeah. Which they can't actually get the evidence to charge him, so...
Fucking shocker.
Yeah, he's got a shitty little switchblade that's...
Also, do just want to mention that this very affluent, rich, white people town is super horny to kill this teenager.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, they're real into killing a
teenager.
A poor teenager.
Hey, rich people love to drink the blood of poor people in Riverdale.
I mean, that is kind of true in reality.
Yeah, I mean, except it's metaphorical blood in our world. God,
No,
I
no.
mean, sometime. Okay, are you talking about the blood transfusions?
Yes.
Okay. That's not drinking, but yes, it is true that there are. I mean, eventually, people are going to realize that we already live in Shadowrun, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, eventually, people are going to be like, oh, fuck. We're already there. We're already in the dystopia.
Yeah,
it's just a very quiet dystopia.
We're in the shittiest cyberpunk timeline.
It's the one without, like, trolls. Except for internet trolls.
Hey, you know. Okay.
Fuck.
So they
yeah. You do it.
FP gets Joaquin back into the show for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, just to sort of do nothing, I guess.
Yeah, so they're going to try and get Fangs to San Junipero, which is a Black Mirror reference.
Like the television anthology?
Uh-huh.
What's okay, is it at least a good reference? Like, is there a relevant pun or...
There's an episode that is... I haven't actually seen it. I just see a bunch of people freak out about it. And it's basically about a lesbian couple in, like, the 80s that they get, like, digitally uploaded to, like, this one place where they were actually happy and stuff.
In the 80s?
It's, like...
Whatever. Whatever.
Yeah.
Black Mirror is so fucking hit or miss for me, because, like, the first episode is about having sex with a pig, but then the second episode or third episode are okay. Like, they're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
I think it's, like, one of the last episodes of season 3, but...
So meanwhile, since Archie has distanced himself from Criminal Lodge is like, I need another big dumb idiot, but this time I want them to be even dumber and even more easy to manipulate. So he gets Reggie Mantle, which, like, obviously. And he's like, shucks, Reggie, my boy. It sure would be a shame if this criminal got released from the pokey.
When did Hiram turn into, like, Colonel Sanders?
Don't even fucking worry about it, bro. It's like, it's a shame, but good men need to take the law into their own hands. Know what I'm saying, boy? But we gotta let the system fail sometimes. And Reggie's like, I just had a great idea all on my own. So he gets a gun and he, like, goes to the place where they're trying to extract this boy. And, like, there is just literally, I think they did use the word, like, lynch in this episode, maybe. Yeah. And I feel like that's fitting because when they first said it, I was like, oh, it's not that bad. But then when I did see the crowd, I was like, oh, fuck. Yeah, all right.
Apparently it's like half
rural
people
white
trying
community makes people want to murder. And it's, bear in mind, we do also need to establish this already is a community that we know to be a bunch of racists based on Mayor McCoy's letters. Like, we know that these are fucking the nastiest type of white person you can imagine.
Oh yeah, totally. Thanks, Alice Cooper.
Yeah, fuck. But nah, Alice Cooper, she just gets a pass. She gets to fucking agitate with the press, and then she just gets a pass because she's a serpent. Again, I guess, no, you don't get a pass, Alice. And so this is when the episode fell apart for me, and I was like, oh, actually, fuck Riverdale again. Because, like, most of this episode, I was like, this is fine. This is passable. This is, like, a 6. A 6 is a perfectly, moderately above average score. Slightly above average. And the police officer that Hiram Lodge basically planted to be the sheriff, which I guess is just a thing you can do. Like, sheriffs, I thought they were elected?
They are. Normally.
Yeah, okay. So, whatever. Because, as far as I'm concerned, this man is just someone wearing a sheriff uniform because of how bad a job he do. He's like, okay, there's a crowd out there at both exits, and they will kill you. Get out of my station. Instead of, I don't know, dispersing the crowd and not letting a murder happen in front of the police station. Like, where the fuck is the FBI, Noah?
I've been thinking of that since the Black Hood showed back up.
You said it last week, but for real, after this, how the fuck is a federal bureau not like, okay, we're gonna take over this town for a bit?
Yeah, like, I don't understand how there has not been an FBI investigation into this whole thing.
Yeah. So, like, no police escort to, like, get this young man home. Like, they don't even put him in a fucking cop car to take him home. They're just like, okay, get out. Pick your poison, snake. Fucking better than fucking dying on fucking bacon grease, pig. And so he goes out, and, like, Archie shows up because Jughead called him, because there is a literal lynch mob. And I guess half of them are, like, pro-Fangs, and the other half are anti-Fangs, which is, like...
it's a bunch of Northsiders and Southsiders.
So then I guess I'll only say that 50% of the crowd are the worst fucking people you can imagine, because the other ones, I guess, are just trying to not let a boy get murdered, which they did a kind of a bad job. Maybe they should have tightened up formation and helped him escort that boy. But so Reggie got a gun. He tries to get him, and then this is just when I just stopped caring. This is the moment where I was like, okay, I'm done. Reggie gets tackled by Archie. He drops the gun, but then several seconds after they fell, the gun does go off on the ground.
So,
yes.
I don't think it was Reggie's gun that went off. I think it was somebody else. And I think, I tried looking for it earlier, but I do think you do see Midge's mom in the crowd.
Oh, and she
might have done it.
Well,
but we don't know.
She's gonna get away with it.
Yeah,
Whatever.
probably. But yeah.
Okay, good. Because, like, the bullet trajectory at that point, I was like, all right, fuck this show. Like, it was on the ground at ankle level, and somehow it hit this boy perfectly in his solar plexus guts.
Yeah.
So Fangs gets shot and presumably dies, and the police officers, after hearing a gunshot, don't come out of the police station?
Yeah. Like,
so
it's really not great.
Yes. And then they do the Cheryl thing, which we talked about. That's basically the end of this arc, like this plot line for the episode, and like what a shitty ending, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ugh.
It's not great.
It's such a fucking worthless taste in my mouth right now. I just want to go back to bright-eyed, horny boy Archie just fucking... I'll take the CW license, like, mandatory pedophile again. I'll fucking do it. Fill the town with CW mandated pedophiles. Anything but this. Fuck. It's so, like... In so many regards, it's like, what bullshit? But in so many other regards, it's like, who fucking cares? Are you enjoying Riverdale, Noah? I know that I clearly am not, but, like, I do want to get your opinion.
Like, it's just kind of exhausting at this point.
I'm fucking tired. I get fatigued from this show. Like,
yeah, like I mean,
we were supposed to record yesterday, but I forgot that I watch Riverdale because that's how done I am with the show.
Oh man, yeah, like this episode didn't really do a whole lot, and
what it did poorly.
Yeah, I mean, only have 2 episodes left.
I know we're gonna finish.
We'll see how the season finishes out.
We're gonna finish this season, and God, hopefully Sabrina is at least interesting enough to, like, do a show on.
Yeah.
So that's Maple Syrup Blood Money. I hope that people who watch the show and are really passionate about it enjoy this, enjoy the show. I hope that the other podcasts that watch Riverdale aren't suffering from the same fucking fatigue that we are. Because, that I am specifically. And I can tell that my shitty attitude is kind of possibly wearing down on you. So I will try to curb it. But every time I try to curb it, the fucking show does stuff like this. Just give me the cuck plot lines again. I'll watch an entire fucking episode of Archie going through a bunch of different cuck plot lines than this. As long as it's not a fucking Nick St.Clair episode, I'll watch it.
Remember when they went out into the woods? When they went out to the woods in the mountains, and then Archie got cucked by his best friend.
Remember the good times when Archie got cuckolded by Jughead and his girlfriend? Those are good. That was a good episode.
That was a good episode.
That actually was a really good episode. I can't remember anything wrong with that episode because it was funny as fuck. That was the last good episode of Riverdale. You heard it here. That's been Maple Syrup Blood Money.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for listening. We're almost done. At this point, it's just an endurance contest, and I'm not gonna quit until we're done.
You gotta make it through that marathon so you can drop dead at the end.
Yes.
So, if you want to get in touch with us and let us know how much of a downer we're being, you can get at us on Twitter at Maple and Blood. That's MAPLEANDBLOOD. You can email us at mapleandblood@gmail.com. You can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/mapleandblood. Where else can they find us, Kyle?
You can find us at mapleandblood.podbean.com, mapleandblood.tumblr.com. Noah cut out, so I'm sure he mentioned the Twitter and the Gmail and the Facebook. At least I'm hoping he did. Basically, Google Maple and Blood, and you will find us.
Yes. And I did say the email and the
good, because I just lost you all together, but we usually follow more or less the same order with this, so I took a shot and I hope it landed.
Yeah.
Kobe. So if you want to find me talk about things that I'm still passionate about, you can find me on YouTube at Best Pal Brigade, Twitch at Best Pal Brigade, Twitter at Best Pal Brigade. It's fun. We've been doing a couple of one-shots because one of our players is having trouble with her car. So we've been doing a lot of Monster of the Week one-shots. Kat ran 2 weeks ago, and Lauren ran her first game ever last night using Monster of the Week, and it was very, very good.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm super proud of her. And so that's been a lot of fun. If you want to, see what I work on, you can hit up patreon.com/Kyle Carty. To all of the people that I don't know that are starting to support me there, thank you. I do appreciate that. I don't know if you're here, but if you are, thank you. Yeah, it's been fun. Noah, what about you, boy?
So
twitch.tv/Best Pal Brigade. That's the other big one.
So you can find me on Twitter. I'm at Kamen Otaku. That's KAMENOTAKU. And yeah, that's the main place you can find me online.
Yeah.
I also have the Role Playing Exchange podcast, which is a tabletop gaming and discussion podcast. I haven't been on there a whole lot lately, but those guys are really, really cool, and we've had a couple of them on for some of our in-between season episodes, so you should definitely go check them out. Mm-hmm. You should also check out the Technical Difficulties Gaming Podcast. I'm on there some. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Great. Thank you to everyone who supports us. The reviews on iTunes are nice. I'll check them out after this. That's really all I got. We're almost done. There might be, just in the interest of disclosure, my housing situation is changing pretty fast. So there might be some technical hiccups in like towards, like a week or two from now. So if we're a little late or something like that, just, please be understanding. You're all incredibly cool about stuff like that anyway. Mm-hmm. But yeah, things are shuffling very quickly and very suddenly for me. So hopefully we'll be okay. But if not, we appreciate your understanding in this trying time.
Yes, definitely.
So I'm going to just take us out for Maple Syrup Blood Money. I have been your I wish that this was a fantasy horror Archie series host, Kyle Cardy.
And I have been your man, I can't wait for Sabrina host, Noah Carden.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you.